14-year-old boy lured the girl to the river. He then used a 2x4 to absolutely shatter her skull. He then discarded her in the river like rubbish. The Jordan River flows through the Salt Lake Valley with a deceptive stillness. In March of 2012, its murky waters held a secret that would shatter the community of Draper, Utah. It began with a missing persons report, a 15-year-old girl, Annie Kasprzak, gone from her bedroom. It ended on a muddy bank with a discovery so violent it defied the quiet suburban surroundings. Annie was a girl described by many as vibrant, yet she carried the quiet burdens of a teenager trying to find her place. On the night of the 10th of March, she disappeared. The following day, a jogger spotted a shoe near the river, then a trail of blood, finally the body. The scene was not merely a crime, it was a testament to rage. Annie had been beaten with such ferocity that she was initially unrecognisable. The medical examiner's report reads like a catalogue of nightmares. Her skull had been shattered by repeated heavy blows from a blunt object, later identified as a shredded piece of wood, a 2x4, used with lethal intent. The impact was so severe that it caused multiple fractures to her facial bones and cranium. There were signs of defensive wounds, the desperate futile attempts of a young girl trying to shield her face from a rain of splinters and force. After the beating, her body was dragged and tossed into the freezing river like rubbish. Initially, the investigation veered towards a false lead, a man who claimed he had seen Annie being abducted. It was a lie that wasted precious time. But as detectives peeled back the layers of Annie's digital life, they found a different story. They found Darwin Deji Bagshaw. At the time, Bagshaw was only 14 years old. He and Annie had been in a relationship, one fraught with the intense, often volatile emotions of early adolescence. The motive, as it emerged, was as chillingly mundane as the murder was brutal. Annie had told Bagshaw she was pregnant. She wasn't. A common enough fabrication for a girl seeking connection or leverage in a crumbling relationship. But Bagshaw believed her. In his adolescent mind, a baby was an ending. To prevent that ending, he chose a permanent one for Annie. He lured her to a secluded spot near the bridge. There, away from the street lights, he unleashed a level of violence rarely seen in offenders so young. He didn't just kill her, he obliterated her. The forensic evidence eventually caught up to him. Annie's blood was found on his shoes, a physical tether to the mud and the screams by the river. In 2016, Bagshaw, then 18, was sentenced to just 15 years to life. He stood in court, a young man whose face gave little away, while Annie's family spoke of the void he had carved into their lives. The case remains a harrowing reminder that darkness doesn't always wear a monstrous face. Sometimes it wears the face of the boy next door, driven by a terrifying cold-blooded pragmatism. Annie sought love and a future. She found a shallow grave and a brutality that the Jordan River could never wash away.